Almost Famous with John Shea. Featuring local and independent musicians from the South Shore, Boston, and New England. On 95.9 WATD.
And welcome to the Tiny Stage Hour of Almost Famous 95.9 WATD, introducing you to independent bands and musicians from across New England. Brought to you each week by Tiny and Sons Glass. My name is John Shea. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram tonight at Almost Famous Radio. You can subscribe to our podcast at almostfamousradio.com. And if you're a local musician with original music professionally recorded, and you want to hear it on the radio, get in contact with me. Find all the information at 959watd.com. So we are on the tiny stage tonight, and we're being joined by singer-songwriter Gordon Lloyd. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
It's good to see you again.
It's great to see you.
So something interesting about Gordon Lloyd is that he and I went to school together many years ago.
We did, 5th grade.
Yeah.
It was the first time I met you. It was Mrs. Cox.
What school was that? South School?
South School, yeah.
Wow.
It just
Takes
no
me back.
longer in existence. Well, it's still there, but they closed it. So, dude, you remember how she smelled? She always had
I do, actually.
Craziest, perfume, but something else. There was something there. I was just love you. You're an amazing teacher, but wow.
So for those who might not be familiar with you, give an introduction.
Oh, sure. My name is Gordon Lloyd. I'm from Holbrook, Massachusetts. I played saxophone since 4th grade up until I went to Berkeley. Went to Berkeley for about 2 years, around 2002 to 2004. Halfway through my second year, my mom was like, I can't afford to make these payments. And I was like, well, I can't afford it. So things like life started to hit me in the face, and I was like, I think it's time to get a job, a real job. So that's when I started towing and, dropped out of Berkeley and was basically playing saxophone in a couple different bands, bands called Word. I played that, and then I wanted to sing. I wanted to be on stage and sing. But I always had life that was in the way, bills. I had $48,000 worth of school debt that I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? So I had to work all the time. And I decided to start singing with my buddy's band called the Courtesy Tier. And they told me, my buddy Omer, he was like, singers look much cooler with a guitar in front of their hand. You know that, right? And I was like, yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a very good point. So I literally just picked it up and started messing around. And I was like, I'm going to fake it till I make it. And just started writing songs a little while ago. I don't remember the first. The first video I did was back when I got sober. I was 28 years old. I had a perk addiction for 10 years. Pretty bad. And then got sober.
Well, good for you, man. Congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Took a lot of work. It was 2 years of complete sobriety, just finding myself. I lost a lot of things, but I grew through the process. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't go through all that. So it's weird to look back on it because I literally was just talking about this with somebody I was a drug addict, a heavy drug addict, and now I'm not. And it's a completely different lifestyle. Now I just try to be good.
It's that point in your life when you look at, the before and the after.
Right, literally. And it's just my mom pulled out a ring today. It was weird, it was a Desert Storm ring that my big brother gave me. Not real big brother. My mom put me in the program. She got me a big brother because whatever. I looked at it and I was like, I tried to pawn this at one point. And the guy was like, it's not worth anything, whatever. And it just clicked back at me, everything's coming back around. I am so much better than I used to be. There is light now, where the darkness used to be. And it's a very weird feeling, but I'm starting to really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Turning things around, which is very cool. So when I started writing, a lot of the stuff that I first started writing was about that, struggles with addiction and all that good stuff. And since then, I'm literally just trying to get better at guitar because, I grew up playing saxophone, so like now I'm doing the boring scale stuff with the guitar. I'm trying not to fake it anymore. So,
well, let's hear a song. What are we starting off the night with?
I figured since you've played "Vulnerable" on the air before, like I would start with that live.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
we have Gordon Lloyd here on the tiny stage, 95.9 WATD. It's all yours.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Some things I'm not sure I should say. Seems like you could care less anyway. Well, is this real or is it just fantasy? 'Cause I'm thinking I know right where we should be. And if I just can't tell you to your face, would you excuse me? 'Cause there's some things that I'm afraid of. Vulnerable is not where I want to be. Yeah, yeah. Vulnerable is not where I want to be. Take my hand, shut me down. Get your foot off of my head, 'cause I don't need any help. 'Cause I'm perfectly fine, drowning on my own. It's just when I'm with you, girl, you know you make me feel at home. And if I just can't tell you to your face, would you excuse me? 'Cause there's some things that I'm afraid of. Vulnerable is not where I want to be. Yeah. Vulnerable's not where I want to be. No, you wanna hear it from my mouth, but it's all for me. When we're face to face, your eyes they surprise me and I can't breathe. Well, my hands are shaking, my knees are weak, and I'm contemplating way too much. These games of the heart deceive. Oh, you've got it twisted. You're mistaking me. You're mistaking me for one of those guys that can't speak honestly. And if I just can't tell you to your face, would you excuse me? 'Cause there's some things that I'm afraid of. And vulnerable is not where I want to be. Yeah, yeah. Vulnerable is not where I want to be. Ooh. Just kidding.
Very nice. Gordon Lloyd, 95.9 WATD. Nice job on that.
Thank you, man.
Take us through how that one was written.
Oh, Vulnerable. I wrote that. It's probably like the third song I wrote. It was a girl that I really liked, and I'd liked her for a long time. And basically it was like, I want to throw everything I have at this, you know? But like, you're scared to let that vulnerability be available. You know, like, I don't want you to see everything inside of me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do, but can you really accept it? So it's like, I'm sorry that I can't say these things, like, right to you, like, right to your face. So it's kind of how, like, it came to be. Like, I've always been good with words, but, like, speaking them to people, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if you're going to like to hear this or not.
It's the beauty of music, man.
Yeah.
Just, you put it into a song and it works.
That's it. That's all I got. Yeah.
I remember seeing you in high school, and you were in a punk band.
Yes, I was.
And you also, when you were in Berkeley, you played sax in punk bands and ska bands. Mm-hmm. How did you then find your way to acoustic singer-songwriter, almost like the Americana style of music?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I went through so many different styles as a kid, like trying to find myself. But I don't know, like when you strip it all down and you just, like the rawness of like an acoustic guitar with somebody's voice and like good lyrics. I've always been a fan of good lyrics, something that I can feel. Like, you know, I think about that a lot is because like I like heavy riffs. Like I'm a heavy guy. Like I grew up on heavy metal, hardcore, punk, you know, like all that. Bands like Hatebreed, Blood for Blood, like No Effects, like all these, like I went through every stage there was. Like Cradle of Filth, like death metal, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when, I don't know, it was just something about when I picked up an acoustic guitar, like it was nice. Like hearing Dylan sing. Like I was like, this guy's voice is weird as hell. You know, but he hits every single note and he's playing that guitar amazingly and he's got the best lyrics like in the world. Or like John Lennon. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys, I don't know, like there's something about the rawness of just like them being able to play something simple and sing and like just captivate people, bring them to them. I always felt like I had a story to tell and like I felt like, not that I knew more than most, like that's what I'm trying to say, but like I felt like I had something to give people, little words of wisdom that I could be like, well, just try this way instead, or like, you know, just it's just how it was. So
once you started creating those stories,
yeah.
When did you gain the confidence to then perform those in front of people and share your music to the public?
That took a while. Honestly, it took I remember my first time being on stage was at, it's called Light the Way Festival. Jimmy Cotter put it on 842 Productions down in Wareham. He always
was that at that funky club in the strip mall?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. I forget the name of it.
3065 Live.
Yes, yes, exactly. And I love Jimmy. Jimmy's an awesome dude, and got in contact with him because of a friend, like through the program that I was in. That shall remain anonymous. What's that word? Anonymous. There it is.
There you go. You got it.
Anywho, and he gave me a spot, and I remember the first time I did it, like I was all like, "Oh, it's gotta be great. It's gotta be awesome." So like, I had Mike Hathaway. Do you remember Mike Hathaway?
Oh yeah.
I had him come and play guitar with me. We practiced like twice, and I had Adam for the first time on stage with me. Adam Law, who is the drummer and also other vocalist for Gordon's Law that we have together. And I shook the whole time up there. Literally legs shaking, voice shaking, and I just remember the experience like being the craziest thing in the world. Like I guarantee I didn't sound good. I guarantee it. Like looking back on it, I'm like, oh my God. But it's all about that first step, walking through that fear. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what it took to get sober. It's what it took to change my life. It's what it takes to do anything you want to accomplish. So like,
what changed about your confidence after that night?
I realized I had a lot of work to do. But I had a direction. I knew where I was going. So my confidence was like, I can do this. Like, this is where I need to be. This is where I want to be. I mean, performing it's the best feeling in the world, literally. It really is. It's like when you look out and somebody's actually connecting with a song that you wrote or they're singing it back to you, I can't describe that. I literally can't. It's like heaven on earth.
Let's do another song. What's next on your list tonight?
Let's see. We're going to do Melt Your Blues.
All right.
That was off of, so there's an EP on Bandcamp for Gordon's Law, and the song's called Melt Your Blues. People call it the Brain song. I wanted to call it Pissing in the Snow, but Adam said no. So.
Gordon Lloyd, 95.9 WATD, the tiny stage is yours.
Thanks, buddy.
don't complicate. I like to write the words that make me look insane. You could ramble, yeah, you can walk away. 'Cause you're the type who knows what I'm about to say. Well, please take my brain, please take it away. Well, please take my brain, it's getting in the way. I could tell you, but you already know. These words are messages that have pissed into the snow. 'Cause once the sun's out, it'll melt your blues away. And you'll forget that you had work to do today. Well, please take my brain, please take it away. Well, please take my brain, it's getting in the way. Now I can't judge a life for the way it wants to live. It's hard to love when you feel no love to give. I wish my heart would take over today. Hey, yeah. You see, my brain just keeps getting in the way. Oh, please take my brain, please take it away. Oh, please take my brain, it's getting in the way. Oh, please take my brain, please take it away. Oh, please take my brain, it's getting in the way.
Gordon Lloyd, 95.9 WATD on the tiny stage. Nice job, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Take us through how that one happened.
Oh, that one literally just happened. Literally sat down, started strumming that pattern, and I was like, I really like this pattern. It's like, I got to do something with it. And the words just came out. No idea how. Those moments are like the best. Like, you just sit down in that song and it's there. It already comes out, and like I try to capture that like every single night, but I get so frustrated. I'm like, it's not happening, you know. But like in time, it does. Like literally, so that song is like, it's basically about a friend, and like how. So like you do this work, you know, like to make yourself better, and but then you forget, like, on good days, like, that you still need to do this work. You need to continue to drive yourself to improve and to continue the work that you're doing. And you forget about it, like, and then you crash down. The difference between my brain and my heart is, like, the song is, like, because my brain overthinks everything. Like, I really wish I could just lead with this all the time. You know, my heart and soul is like what we're supposed to be. It's what we are. It's who we are. You know, the brain is the one that's like, you're terrible. You're a bad person. Like, all these weird things, you know, like, you suck. You should give up. It's an argument between the brain and the heart. I wish I could tell you how it happened, because I want to do it every time. It's like one of my favorites to play.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
That's on the Gordon's Law EP. Give us the information about that.
Sure. That's on Bandcamp. I'm going to be probably uploading it to like iTunes or something soon enough. I work a lot of hours, so like this is all brand new to me, all these things, but like it's literally I went to Drumroll Studios Records, or Joey Benjamin's, used to be out of Quincy, now he's in Avon. Joey Benjamin's is awesome. He's like great producer, great with mixing and mastering, and he did that whole album for us, and He even did some on the Gordon's Law LP that I basically recorded. But, like, you could tell which ones he did because he did a really good job. It's like, oh, this song sounds great. Yeah, that was Joey. Joey did Nutshell, the first song I ever recorded in the studio with a friend. And it was just like, he's awesome. Like, watching him work is, like, amazing. I was like, oh, I want to do this. I was like, I should have paid attention when I went to school. Like, I should have done that. Like, just paid attention to the board and, like, but, yeah, so you can find that on Bandcamp. It's basically a 5-song. That's where Vulnerable is as well.
We've got Gordon Lloyd here on the tiny stage on 95.9 WATD. I'm John Shea. This is Almost Famous. We're up to our first break of the 9 o'clock hour. We have more music to share and a lot more to talk about as well, so stick around.
And now, back to Almost Famous on 95.9 WATD.
Welcome back to the tiny stage on Almost Famous 95.9 WATD, introducing you to independent bands and musicians from across New England. I'm John Shea. Tonight, we're being joined on the tiny stage by Gordon Lloyd. How you doing?
Ooh, wonderful, John. I love being here. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Thanks for making the trip to Walnut. It wasn't that far, to Marshfield.
No, about 28 minutes.
It's not bad.
No traffic. It was great. Route 3 south, boom, all the way there.
For those who don't know you, give an introduction again, if you would.
Okay, my name's Gordon Lloyd. I'm from Holbrook, Massachusetts. I am a tow truck driver who used to play saxophone, and now I write songs with a guitar in my hand, and that's what I do.
Awesome. I know you're working on a solo album.
Yes.
You've got a couple of projects already released with your duo, Gordon's Law. Talk about what's out there for music.
That's correct, yeah. So Gordon's Law has an EP on Bandcamp. It was the first thing we recorded. Actually, like, I literally wrote like 3 of those songs like the week before we started recording the EP, and just was finding out what I wanted to do like in the studio. So that's basically what made me want to buy Logic for myself, because I spent so much money in the studio like trying to fix the song. I was like, no, we gotta do this. But anyway, so we have that, and then we have a full-length LP that I recorded myself after I learned how to use the program. Then I sent a few songs to Joey Benjamins from Drumroll Records that he mixed and mastered for me, because he's the boss. Call him El Jefe, he's the man. So you can find that LP on any streaming site, basically, Spotify, iTunes, what's the other one, Apple Music, all those things. And I'm going to be doing my own, like, me and Adam Law, hence the name Gordon's Law, like Adam's last name is Law. We have a few songs that we started to record before COVID hit, and he's got a wife and kids, so we're trying to be smart about things and not bring too much. We haven't rehearsed a lot lately, so like I decided, since that was happening, I wanted to do my own album. I mean, I've been writing songs for a few years now, and I might as well make a name for myself as well. There's no reason why I can't. Adam adds so much to my sound, and like he brings so many new ideas, but I'm like, I want to be able to be like, you know what? I did everything on that album. I did everything myself, and let's do this. I'm like really trying to learn this and really trying to just hone in on being a musician, basically.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's it.
If people want to stay up to date and follow your progress,
sure.
Do you have a Facebook page or an Instagram they can follow?
I have both.
All right.
I have the Facebook. You can find me, Gordon Lloyd. You can also find me on Instagram, Gordon Lloyd. We also have Gordon's Law's website, gordonslawmusic.com. You can go there. It's got some songs up there you can just listen to for free. There's photos. There's booking information, email address. You can get in contact with me through there. Or if like you're really cool, you could just ask for my number and like we could hang out sometime.
Love it.
Yeah, why not?
Let's do some more music. What's next on your set list tonight?
A song called "Find My Way."
All right, let's hear it. Gordon Lloyd, 95.9 WATD on the tiny stage.
I had a dream, and the truth was told to me. I saw the light darkness of the darkness inside. When I speak, does it make you feel so mad, 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 mad? Close your eyes, I'm wearing your disguise. Well, ain't it funny how we think these things will change? And I don't like the way you say my name anymore. No. When I breathe, do you wish that I was there, 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 there? I know it's no good trying to dry my sorrows at the bottom of this bottle, but I enjoy the pain. And yes, I'm lost, but I've been lost before. Don't you worry about a thing, I'll find my way, hey, hey. I'll find my way, hey, hey. Hope you find whatever's on your mind and in your heart. While I'm sitting here praying for one more kiss, wondering how it ended up like this, I don't know, but I gotta go. When I dream, best believe you are there. There, 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 there. I know it's no good trying to dry my sorrows at the bottom of this bottle, but I enjoy the pain. And yes, I'm lost, but I've been lost before. Don't you worry about a thing, I'll find my way, hey, hey. I'll find my way, hey, hey. I know it's no good trying to dry my sorrows at the bottom of this bottle, but I enjoy the pain. And yes, I'm lost, but I've been lost before. Don't you worry about a thing, I'll find my way, hey, hey. I'll find my way, hey, hey. I'll find my way, hey, hey.
Gordon Lloyd, 95.9 WATD live on the tiny stage. Nice job, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take us through how that one was written.
Let's see. That one was after a breakup where it's like, you know, you're with somebody that's like really toxic, but like you can't see the toxicity because you think you're in love, you know, like,
yeah, blinded by love.
Yeah, you know, like, this is awesome. Like, I like having a, you know, girl here, and you know, but like, you kind of like lose yourself in that process. Like, you start questioning your own motives. You know, like I was dating somebody who couldn't face their own issues. I can own everything that I do. In an argument, like, I will always own my own crap. I'm always like, yep, nope, you're right, I was wrong. So, cool. But like, when you're in a relationship where someone questions your motives and like you stop being like, wait a minute, did I really do it like that because this is my motive? I'm like, no, I have pure intentions. Like, that's always been my thing. Like, well, since I got sober, that's been my thing. Like, do the right thing no matter what, even if it doesn't benefit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just always, like, put yourself out of the way before you put anybody else out of the way. And I was dating this person who didn't see things like that, you know, so I got lost in my own self, in the relationship being somebody I wasn't. and it like eventually that song just came out. So that's pretty cool.
When you're writing, do you tend to write more from a personal experience, or do you have that ability like a Dylan or like a Bruce Springsteen or a Billy Joel to then put yourself into somebody else's shoes and write from their perspective?
I wish I had that, honestly, but it's mostly personal experience that songs come from. I've been recently trying to try that, though. So I'm like writing a song about being a tow truck driver, like in a sense, like being like that is me still, but like trying to put myself in other people's shoes as well. Like I give a lot of credit to those guys that can do that, like just write a story based on someone else. You know, it's like it's a really cool thing to do. I love a good story. You know, who doesn't? Something
exactly.
Something that captivates you. But my thing with music has always been self-expression. You know, like stuff that I went through. Like, I got some pain. I need to get it out. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me sing and cry. You know, I'm emotional. You know?
When you're writing a song about somebody,
yeah,
do you ever tell them that song is about them, or do you let them figure it out?
No. One person I told that it was written about them. I mean, Melanie knows that, like, she's, you know, inspired me to write songs. So, like, but that's as, like, far as things, like, go with that. Like, one other person knows I wrote a song about them, and that's it. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to. Although, I did write a song for all my friends, because that's, like, my biggest support. Like, literally, like, I wouldn't be where I am today without them showing up to my shows, telling me, like, I'm actually not terrible, you know? Like, they're like, you know, you could do this. You could sing. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you write good songs, and they're singing along, so I called it Thank You for All the Times. And it's basically thank you for all the times you helped me forget, because you brought me to a new place. You know what I'm saying? So
it's very cool.
Yeah.
From when you first picked up the guitar and started writing your own original music, how do you think your songwriting has evolved over the years?
I've been trying to be a little more complicated with it, like, which is silly, because, like, and by complication, I guess I should say, like, I'm trying to get more technical with my playing, like, improving that aspect. But for the most part, like, I literally just write what comes to mind. Like, I have so many half songs, so many, like, I can't even, I just pulled out a notebook that had like 15 in it, like, that I forgot about, you know, like, just stuff that gets written. And, like, how stuff's improved lately is just, like, I have an idea of, like, where I want my sound to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of want to capture what I'm good at, but, like, you know, like, but be better at it. So, like, get better at the guitar first, A. And then I know I can write the lyrics. I know the melody's there. It's always in my head. I'm just trying to improve on that and be, like, technically as good as I can hear my songs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
Yeah, like, I have it in there. It's just I can't get it here.
If you could go back in time and tell your younger self something that you know now that you didn't know then, what would that be?
I love that question. I'd be like, hey, dummy, don't worry about what's going on outside there. Just sit in the room and practice. Like, all these friends that you have, and you're going out partying, and you're afraid you're going to miss something, you're not missing anything. You're not missing it. Like, focus on what you want. Focus on your goal and get there quicker. Oh, and don't do drugs.
Good advice. Gordon Lloyd on WATD. Let's do another song. What's next on your list?
I was going to do a faster-paced one, so I'll do Roaming.
All right. 95.9 WATD. We're on the tiny stage. I'm John Shea, and that is Gordon Lloyd. Let's hear it.
Let's do it.
Got sunshine in my pocket. Don't live so much that I can spare. I'm no gravy train, I've had enough pain, and you leave me gasping for air. I've got darkness in my veins, and you never seemed to mind. I would chase you, but I hate to run, and I don't have the time. All I wanted, all I needed, all I wanted was you to live. 'Cause I've spent Now if I were to fall without you around, would you still hear the sound? Or should I just get used to looking up from the ground? Got something in my eyes, it seems to pull you in. You levitate as I gravitate, but please end this before I begin. There seems to be some honesty in your words. Your intentions, they're hard to read. I throw doubt away because I believe that deep down you're just like me. Wanted, all I needed, all I wanted was you then. 'Cause I've spent my life roaming around, falling in love, falling back down. I'll get back up, 'cause I know that I am enough. Every time that I fall, I get back up, 'cause I know that I am enough. Every time that I fall, I get back up, 'cause I know that I am. I know who I am. I know that I am enough. 'Cause I've spent my life around, falling in love, falling back down. Now if I were to fall without you around, would you still hear the sound? Or should I just get used to looking up from the ground?
Fantastic. Gordon Lloyd on the tiny stage, 95.9 WATD. Walk us through how that one happened.
I had a riff in mind, and then like I slightly changed it. So I was doing like this weird thing where I was like, you know, I was like doing something like that, and like I just like decided like it sounded better the way I did it, and then I literally was just looking for something a little more upbeat, you know, because a lot of my songs are kind of laid back, coffee shop vibe, and I was like, you know what, I need to write something a little faster. I literally took a look at my life and wrote roaming. Like the words just kind of came out like I spent my whole life roaming around, falling in love, falling back down. Like I was always looking to fall in love. Literally, I just wanted, like, I wanted to fall in love and just be happy. But like the problem was the happiness wasn't on the inside of me, so it wasn't being able to find it in other people. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't the answer. So I wrote that, just kind of explaining that like I'm done with that nonsense. Like, nah, love me first. There's actually a video on YouTube, Sando Films. I got to give a shout out to Scott Sandonato, I should say that. He's awesome. He recorded that video for me. He did a song called Growing Old that we did. That's on YouTube as well. He's really cool to work with. He's big in the hip-hop scene, in the Boston scene. Like, he does a lot of videos for guys like that. Just a cool guy, too. So
very cool.
Shout out. So YouTube it, Gordon's Law, roaming. You'll see, like, so I moved to Florida for like a year, basically. Just wanted to live outside of Massachusetts because I was like, Mass, you know. But here I am back again, you know. Like, I love Massachusetts. So we hadn't performed in a long time. So I came back and I just booked a show. And we played with Fresh Perspective, My buddy Tyler is a drummer for that band. He was also in a band, I'm not sure if he's still in the band, it was Zero Holds. They're out of Rhode Island. Amazing, amazing rock punk band. Like, they're just great. But yeah, so we booked the show, and I said, Sando, just come film. And he made, he actually did me a solid on that one. He recorded more than he had to, because I was like, just a quick one, like we'll do a minute, just basically saying we're back playing again, And yeah, he made it like 2.5 minutes long. He went above and beyond for me, which he always does. I love him for it.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
Share your Facebook and your social media information again, if you would.
Sure. You can find me, Gordon Lloyd. It's 2 L's, Lloyd. So I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. GordonsLawMusic.com is a website we have. Yeah, you can contact me through any of that.
Awesome. Let's continue on with the music. What's next?
Sure.
I think we have 2 more left.
2 more left. All right, so we're going to do, I think I'm going to do a new one. This one's going to go on my solo EP. Can't believe I'm going to do it. I'm like, oh, new song. It's really,
we love the debuts here.
Right? It's really cool the way I have it recorded, because it's like, I made like a cool little drum beat for it. And like it really like captures the whole song, but I'm just gonna do it raw here. Like, it's the first song that I actually started trying to finger pick, like not using a regular guitar pick.
Nice.
So,
Talk about the guitar too. That's a beautiful Martin.
Oh, thank you very much. Actually, this was found and given to me. Funny story.
It's quite the find.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, somebody found it in their basement, and it was literally like. They're like, hey, you want a guitar? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'll just take, just thinking it was just some whatever. Like, I was playing a Jumbo Dean at the time. I got for $500. Decent guitar, but, nothing special. I never really found a sound I liked out of it. And then, Mom's friend was just like, yeah, just take a look at it, see if you want it. And I was like, okay. And I picked it up, and I'm like, it's a Martin. I was like, it's a Martin Dreadnought.
It's like finding a Corvette in the garage.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, this is not top of the line, but this is a nice freaking guitar. I was very happy. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. You sure you don't want any money for it? And like, no. I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you. So yeah, this is Mary, by the way. Her name is Mary.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's named after my grandma.
I thought I wouldn't have it all, a big house and fancy cars, daydreaming into the night, waiting and wishing for a better life. Think I found a problem. See, dreaming has let me down. Seen your face 1,000 times, maybe more, I can't be sure. This flawless vision guides my indecision. There's a reason you are make-believe, imaginary. Too good to be true, you're a fantasy. Dreaming has let me down. Dreaming has let me down, down. treat you like I wanna treat myself. Speaking victory and nothing else. I want the world to live in peace. Love and understanding is all we'll ever need. This is what I dream. Now you see why dreaming has let me down.
Gordon Lloyd, 95.9 WATD. Nice job, man.
Thank you.
Love that.
Thank you. I messed up a little bit, but that's cool.
No, it sounded great. Couldn't even
works.
tell. Take us through how that one happened.
That song's called Mayflower Road, because that's where I grew up. And it basically is about... so, like, even at Berkeley, like, I would daydream. You know, like, I've been daydreaming since I was a kid, like, all the time. And I guess I thought daydreaming would get me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I just dreamed about it, like, I'd just get better. Like, but that song's about, like, dreaming with no action. Like, so if you don't put the work in to actually accomplish your dream, you're basically doing nothing. You're just daydreaming. And that song just kind of came about one day. Basically, these things that, like, I thought I wanted, or, like, you know, the big house, the fancy cars, the perfect girl, like, these things that, you know, like, I want the world to live in peace, but, like, nothing happens, or, like, if I don't take any action to make these things happen, then that's all it is. It's a dream. What is it? Like Kevin Gates said it. A vision without action is merely a dream. It takes the work, you know, like, that to make it happen, so.
Absolutely. That's the voice of Gordon Lloyd. He's joining us tonight on the tiny stage here on WATD. We're up against our final break of the night, but I think we have time for one more song. Does that work for you?
That works for me, man.
All right. 95.9 WATD. More after this.
And now, back to Almost Famous on 95.9 WATD.
For the final time tonight here on WATD, welcome back to the Tiny Stage Hour. On Almost Famous, my name is John Shea, getting ready to make room for Mike Joshua, Americana-rama, coming your way at 10 o'clock tonight. But for the time being, we have Gordon Lloyd joining us on the Tiny Stage. How you doing, man?
Great, John Shea. Miss you, buddy.
Miss you too, man. Good to see you, too. It's been ages.
Yeah, way too long.
For those who missed the first part of the show, give another introduction.
Gordon Lloyd. I've known John Shea since 5th grade.
Yes, that's right.
He was the kid talking about Elvis and the Beatles in 5th grade while everyone else was talking about whatever was popular at the time. And I was like, I like this guy. I don't know who he was, but he always stuck out in my brain. And then we see each other doing laundry later in life.
Exactly.
Like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, I'm working at a radio. I'm like, you've always wanted to do that. That's amazing. Like, that's really cool, man, that you did that.
Well, yeah, and it's cool. I remember, seeing you playing bands in high school. It's cool to actually see you with the guitar writing your own music.
This is weird.
It was full circle.
Yeah, exactly. like when my mom used to tell me, you can be anything you want to. I wanted to be a dinosaur, but that didn't work out. So I think she was lying. But anyway, I can be a musician if I really work at it.
Absolutely. Share your website and social media pages.
You got it. You can go to gordonslawmusic.com. That's where Adam and I, Adam Law, have our music. You can also reach out on Facebook, Gordon Lloyd, LLOYD. Instagram. I'm not on the Twitter.
You doing TikTok yet?
No. I mean, my buddy thinks he thinks I should. He's like, dude, get on TikTok.
Do some sea shanties?
Yeah, exactly. We can get me and you could do that.
Exactly.
We'll make up our own. Being from Holbrook doing laundry.
I love it. You've got a couple of EPs out there. You've got a full length and an EP from Gordon's Law, and you're working on a solo project as well. Talk about what's out there in the world musically.
Yep. We have the Bandcamp site. You can go on Bandcamp for the EP that was recorded at Drumroll. And yeah, that's me and Adam when we first started. We wanted to get some music out, so we did that. And then we did a LP, full length, that I recorded mostly, just me and Adam. Like, I just set up what we had. We were recording most of it in his basement, and it came out pretty good. You know, some of the levels are, you know, some songs are louder than others, but it is what it is. I'll probably re-release it, remaster it once I get some time and all that other good stuff, because I work 70 hours a week on top of this.
I hear you there, man.
It's crazy. I wish I could just quit and not have to worry about bills. I'm working on my own EP. I have some new songs that I'm really coming into my own sound for songwriting that I'm looking forward to putting out there. And me and Adam recorded some stuff before COVID hit that we could probably do an EP with just that stuff. But I kind of want to wait a little bit till we start gigging and then release it. I mean, sure, it's good to release an album right now, like, you know, try to stay relevant, but I'm not worried about it. If the music's good enough, it speaks for itself, you know.
Fantastic. Well, Gordon, we are up to our final song of the night. Thank you again for making the trek down to Marshfield and sharing your music with us tonight.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Not that long of a drive.
Cool. Let's do it again.
Let's do it.
What are we closing out the night with?
I'll do Folsom Prison by Johnny Cash.
All right. We'll close with the cover. I love it.
Do my own little version of it. So, cool.
95.9 WATD. Get home safely. We'll talk to you soon.
But I hear the train coming, it's rolling around the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, when I was stuck in Folsom Prison. The time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps rolling on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, Mama told me, son, Gordy, be a good boy, don't you play around with guns. But I shot a man in Holbrook just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in some fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free, but those people keep moving, that's what torture be. They freed me from this prison, that railroad train was mine. You bet I'd move it on just a little bit further down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. Yeah, I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. They freed me from this prison, that railroad train was mine. You bet I'd move it on just a little bit farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. Yeah.